What's going on, Aries? My name is Vince. Welcome to 7D Tarot. If you are interested in scheduling your own personal reading with me, all the info you need is in the description box below. Check out my wife's channel over at Empath Tarot. And if this message resonates, like, share, and subscribe. All right, let's dive right into your reading, see what we got going on. Ace of Swords, very interesting. Two of Wands, the Hangman, and the Fool. Wow. So there's an opportunity coming your way and you're going to have to make a decision. The decision is, do you value your time more or money more? So right now, this is a situation where you're really going to have to take the leap of faith and ask yourself, like, what is more important to me at this stage of the game in my life? Is time more important or is money more important? Because right now, you're going to be in a crossroads. You're going to have to basically ask yourself, what is in my priorities? Because there's a decision that's coming your way. What's on top of your priorities, right? Is it more important for you, for example, to be going to a job that you necessarily aren't, too fond of and making, a handsome salary? Or is it more important for you to go to a job that you may not be making the same salary, but you are doing something you're passionate about? Because there is this decision. I see this happening for you very soon. I see an opportunity being presented to you where you're going to have to pick and choose. And right now, making the right choice is really where it's at, because that right choice is honoring your soul will lead to you being able to have both of these things. And really, this is nothing more than a test when you look at it, right? Our entire life, we are here in this third dimension to learn lessons, and Spirit's giving you one of those, tests, those moments to level up right now. Spirit's going to basically shine a beautiful, dangly, opportunity in front of us. This opportunity is going to have us, we're going to have to choose. And right now, this is what's happening for you. You are at a crossroads. This decision is going to change the rest of your life. And this decision is that something that is exciting. So don't fear it. Don't be concerned. It doesn't have to be serious. It can actually be something very silly and fun, because that's how we're going to get the results we're looking for. But this decision is something we have to make, and we want to make sure that it's one of those, good old classic, tales of be careful what you wish for. We all want to be rich. We all want to have that corner office in that perfect place with that parking spot, that perfect job, get the recognition we deserve and get all the money and all that. But is that going to take away from time from our family? Is that going to take away, what if the drive is really far? And right now, what I would do is I would ask myself, when this decision is presented to me, what is going to honor my soul? The most important thing. What does your soul want? Very simple question, right? But we never ask that. We always ask ourselves, what should I do? What is the right thing? What is in my benefit? What makes sense? What would this person do, right? But we never ask, what does my soul want? What does my soul want? Your soul may say, listen, we got some bills to pay, okay? I don't care how far this drive is. It's all good. Put on a podcast. Let's enjoy this drive. Let's go to this job. It's going to be fine. And let's have some fun. But that right there, that answer comes from you taking some time and checking in with your soul, checking in with your higher self, and making sure this is the game plan. Or your soul might say, listen, I love paying off bills and all, but an hour driving there, an hour driving back, 2 hours out my day is not worth it. That's crazy, right? We got to think of something else. And trust me when I tell you, we will figure something else out. But for me, please don't do this, right? So it's like, at the end of the day, it depends on each person in each situation. Everything is different, but honoring your soul always stays the same. Because, for example, if you wanted to, do it and you wanted to go for that drive and you're willing to do it, learn to love it, right? If your soul says, listen, this is what I want, then like your soul said, put on a podcast, listen to some music, listen to some classical music, tell yourself the whole way there, I'm going to meditate, not with my eyes closed, don't do nothing crazy, but I'm going to have a little bit of fun and I'm going to take that time for me, right? Or if you don't do it, be like, you know what? I chose not to, take this position because I am going to, find something even better. I am, right? And you, by checking in with your soul, all you're doing is just improving your connection. All you're doing is making your life better. All you're doing is building your bond. And then what does Spirit do? Spirit goes, angels and guides. Wow, wow, wow. Look at Aries go. Aries has clearly been on top of Aries' ish. And because of this, because Aries knows how to play this third dimensional game of planet Earth, right? We are going to present Aries with more opportunities. And as we know, our angels and guides do not give us more opportunities until we are ready for them, because they do not want to see us fail. Now, this is beautiful energy. Look at this. The fact that you are honoring your soul, what does that do? All that does is open up new opportunities for you. So you may think that you may have passed up on an opportunity or even taken advantage of it, but understand that by doing so, you have welcomed in the new energy, and that's what I see for you. I see that not only are you going to, be able to knock this decision out of the park by honoring your soul, but on top of that, I see multiple more opportunities, 7 of Cups, multiple more opportunities of things that you're passionate about, even bigger and better entering your life, right? So it's like, if you take the position at work, all of a sudden, maybe next there's something else that comes your way. Maybe there's more networking, and if you pass on the position, all of a sudden, new doors of opportunity, new doors get opened up for you. So it's a beautiful energy when you are confident. It's a beautiful energy when you understand that you are in charge. It is a choice, and that choice doesn't depend on what's easy, what's hard, what's right, what's wrong. It's what does your soul want. And that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. If you were a corporation, imagine your soul is the president or the CEO or the CFO of that company. Do not let the ego, which is fear, at all run any other department other than ego, right? Ego needs to stay in the department of ego. Ego is a great thing. We all have one, right? But only when it's protecting us. For example, ego comes in and goes, boogie, 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 fear, fear, fear. Don't climb that tree because you could fall and hurt yourself. Great. Or boogie, 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 fear, fear, fear. Don't drive too fast or you might get in an accident. Great. Thank you. Right? But when it comes in and goes, boogie, 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 do not take that job because you have no experience, or do not ask that person on a date because they'll laugh at you. No good, right? So stay in ego's department. That's what we're looking for. Now, Spirit is also letting you know major changes are about to take place, and I see you closing a chapter on something and really beginning a new chapter in your life, because when you're leaving, and the chapter that I see you closing is something going on in your past that is still lingering in your subconscious that you're constantly thinking of, and it's there whether you know it or not. It could even be in your subconscious. You could have had dreams about it. You're like, what the heck is going on? Or anytime you're about to just chill, relax, have a good time, all of a sudden a shadow creeps up and you're like, why is this happening? And this happens to us sometimes when we're just have it in the moment, like watching a sunset, watching a movie, feeling good, and all of a sudden we feel bad. We're like, what the heck is going on? Am I bipolar? No, you're not bipolar. There's shadows there. There's shadows there that are creeping up because we haven't addressed them. And Spirit's letting you know right now is a great time to be cleaning out these shadows, because there's bigger and better things waiting for you. But in order to do so, we have to clear these energy blockages first, right? When there's an energy blockage, the right thing turns into the wrong thing. When there's an energy blockage, no matter what we do, we can't get our way, right? When there's an energy blockage, for example, imagine you're driving to work. Every single day you go straight, you take a left. This time you go straight. When you want to take a left, it says road closed because they're doing road work, right? You're like, okay, it reroutes you. Then you follow the signs, and then it takes you to a place that rather than it getting back onto your route, it just makes you do circles. And you're like, what the heck? And then you end up going to work late. And then while you're at work late, you spill coffee. And while you spill coffee, all of a sudden your boss is mad because you were late. Now when you get home, you're rushing, you hit traffic. You get home, the food isn't cooked. And all of a sudden, like, it's burnt when you put it in the oven. Next day you wake up and then like your alarm clock didn't go off. You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing after another. And that's because there's an energy blockage. The last thing we want is that. We don't want shadows there. We don't want energy blockages there. And what you really want to do is just purge them out of your subconscious. Or if you're actually thinking of them and you know what you're thinking about, just to take the power away by actually throwing a light on that shadow, right? And so, for example, say if you had an energy blockage about someone who hurt you in the past, what you would do is you would think of that person, and then you would breathe in, and then think about them and go, release the energy. What you just did is you cleared the energy. On top of that, tell yourself, whoever that person is, they're human, with an ego, with limiting beliefs, filters, and shadows, with experiences that I had nothing to do with. For example, their childhood, their previous relationships. This poor soul is going around hurting people. What the heck? No one I know in the right mind who's happy in life is hurting anybody, right? Hurt people, and that's what's going on here. When we clear this energy blockage, I say when, you're going to notice a major shift in your life, not only romantically, but financially. Because when there's no resistance anywhere, there's no resistance everywhere. It's amazing, right? And then the only way to do so is by tapping into your higher self, which is by meditating, journaling, manifesting, going for a walk, eating the foods that make you feel good. honoring your soul, everything else will work out for you. But remember, Aries, it is essential that when you come to that crossroads and you have to, pick between valuing your time and money, that you do what, is best for you and clear out any other energy blockages on the way. All right, Aries, 1,000 kisses. Until next time, ciao.